All right, thank you. We're back, and we have Harald from the VS Code team. Is there anybody from the VS Code team that's not here on the stage today? I feel like it's literally everyone.
A handful of people, but we took over the stage.
You did?
Yes.
Like Courtney and Joanna and Justin.
That's awesome, yeah.
This guy Tyler, you probably know him. Okay, you're a PM. You're a PM on the VS Code team.
Yes, I think my title in Slack is PM-ish.
That's your official title?
Yeah, because it's so shifting how we work. It always has been. VS Code has always been very technical on the PM side. As you saw with Courtney landing PRs, when you join the team, actually, the first thing you do, even as a PM, as an advocate, as a docs writer, is you have to write
the VS
Code extension.
Yeah.
So it's an engineering
Did they make you do
culture.
that?
Yes.
Which one? What did you write?
I forgot. It's 5 years ago, and now I wrote 10 more extensions. So it's one of my extensions.
Yeah, you've written a lot of extensions.
Yes.
Okay. So today, though, we're talking about the agent sessions window. Is it the agent sessions window or the agent window?
The agent's window. Sessions was the first name.
Now it's called the agent window.
Now it's the agent's window.
What is the agent window?
Yeah. So I want to click over. So we have this classic VS Code, like how you basically would write code in the past, or how most people are still writing code. And if you want to see code, then you would use the VS Code editor. You switch between files, you're in a code mode. And we see that in the user research, that people sometimes just need to spend time in code to build the mental picture and don't necessarily work with a lot of agents. But once you start working with agents even across multiple projects, there's a lot of overhead and switching between VS Code windows and regaining context. And that's where we have the agents window is that allows you, it's basically the same way you can just get up here, open an agents, and it opens the same workspace you have open in this multi-workspace environment where I can now have all my workspaces and all the agents that are running in PRs, in different work trees, and even remote in one place.
So this is a new app?
It's the same app. It's the same VS Code app, but a different form factor on top of it.
Okay, so do I have to open VS Code to open this, or can I just open this?
Eventually you can open this. We actually had a separate app for a while, until you could open both.
Yeah, I thought I remembered it.
Yes.
And then you could open VS Code from the window, or vice versa.
Yes.
Okay, so that's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so show us around here. How is this? It looks, I'm going to be honest, it looks like VS Code.
Yes, so you get the same kind of homey feel of VS Code with your theme. We're bringing over more of the extensibility as well. But like all your language extension that you have installed and other extensions will power
your themes
the
work,
agents as well.
Which is super nice.
A lot of the settings of how you handle Git. So on the left, basically, as soon as you hit new, you basically ask like which of these workspaces do you actually want to spawn something in, which agent, and then you can pick the harness. We already had Tyler here to talk about Claude, and we have
do those have to be local folders, or can it be?
They can be remote as well. So I can pick local,
or from
GitHub repo, or remote, and that's what I've actually been using a lot. So right now it's not online, but my local desktop that I have a dev tunnel running.
At home?
At home, yes.
So, I think, do y'all know about dev tunnels? So if you don't know this in VS Code, you can go to the gear and say, turn on dev tunnels. Is it called dev tunnels?
Yes. And any window you have, just basically go
and it will give you a URL that you can use to access your computer from anywhere via the web. It just puts VS Code in the browser, powered by your machine wherever it's running, secured behind your login. Right. It's like the greatest feature in the world.
Should be its own session. All the ways you can do remote.
It's like the most slept-on feature of Visual Studio Code.
Yeah. Okay. If you're on a remote, any instance, you can basically do code tunnel, and it opens up the tunnel. You log in with GitHub or Microsoft.
Yeah, I have one running all the time. Yeah.
So that's just working out of the box. So we have that running. But I mostly work in different repos, sometimes cross-repo, sometimes remote, where I just run things on my home machine. But in this case, I have a lot of things. I do work a lot in open source, so it's nice to see everything in one place that I have going on and just check in, like how's this PR going? So it's somewhat more of an agent orchestration control center kind of situation.
So
Evan has
each one of these are sessions. So I see VS Code.
Yes.
VS Code CD notes. I can't read that.
Which one?
VS Code docs.
Yes, docs. We had the game show earlier.
Oh, that's that session.
Agent RC is an open source project to create custom instructions and repos.
So they're in like these collapsible. Is there a different view, or is that the only view?
There is a little more sorting. You can sort by updated and time and workspace, but I think that's where I hope we figure out more of the how do you really manage agents aspirations as well. Right now it looks similar to how many other UIs manage their agents.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's an unsolved problem, that context switching. We see that in many of our user testing and even ourselves. It just burns you out.
Really, really hard.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want to solve, that's one of the big problems we want to solve.
So when agents are working or done, how do you know? Like this is one of the things I struggle with right now in all of these. Like for instance, in the GitHub Copilot app, great experience. Whenever an agent is done, it dings, and so now my computer is just like ding, 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 and I don't know which agent is done or where it is, but I don't know what else it's supposed to do to tell me that it's done.
So my hack I had, if I go into my customizations, I have it off right now because it would be very interesting to get that on the live stage. I actually have, where's my hook? Let's see, that's why. I open a new window. So customizations allow you to control it also somewhat. And I know you saw demos of people doing fun things with hooks to get audio going.
Yes.
My favorite is if I go in customizations, also then hooks. There's a speak summary hook. So this one is basically a hook that uses series local speech models to use what autopilot does. If you see CLI autopilot, it's meant to complete everything you gave it and not asking for anything in between.
Correct.
But in the end, it calls this tool task complete with a description of what it did to get the model to kind of reframe what it was supposed to do and what it finished.
So it finishes, calls the hook, sends it to a local...
And then it speaks it back to me. So I have my computer saying,
it says to you, I'm done, and here's what I did?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, that's so much fun.
Can you demo it?
No. I should. I haven't made it, but I used it for a while, and suddenly my computer in the office speaks. Okay, you have to go back, and then. But it's.
Really cool. That's brilliant! I got to try this.
Yeah, I want to. Next time I demo it, but.
Sorry.
Because we wanted to talk about the agents.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You have a minute and 26 seconds.
Okay. What else we want to talk about was the cost optimizations we did. So we have the. I did actually just this quick analysis what we did and had it write it. There we go. Open it up. Wait, where's my cost improvements? Let me open that. Where did we put it? Changes. Okay, cost improvements. Let me scroll up here. So we've been doing a ton because we're shipping this new pricing model, and we want to give people really the best experience, the best what they can get for the tokens.
Insert tokens for them.
So if you have seen the auto model we have, does routing actually based on task complexity and gives you a 10% discount of what you're running. So that's my biggest recommendation. Use the bigger model for planning and then use auto for implementation. And that will look at what you're trying to do and then route it to the best model, including the new models.
Auto does that now?
Yes.
So it will use MAI fast.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Well. Yeah.
So plan with the big model, and then send it on. Auto is not autopilot.
Right.
Auto is the model.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that will save you tokens.
Different, yeah. And that's basically.
Do we know how much?
It's 10% discount.
Yeah, but do you know how many tokens you're saving versus just burning it on Opus 4.6?
We should eventually tell you that's a good idea, but
that would be interesting.
It's also automatically done, so we can maybe tell you in hindsight of what it would have been on the big model.
That would be great. You should show that, it's like when you go to Kohl's and they're like, you saved $55 today, and you're like, you feel good about yourself.
Yes.
You're like, I'm
I need to get money
smart,
back,
man.
Yes.
I'm so good at this game. Yeah, Tom Tom wants you to leave. I want you to stay. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff you check out release notes. There's always something about cost and token savings. So check out those as well.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Harald. I'm sorry I took up all your time asking dumb questions. All right, thank you for joining us. We will be right back.